I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Are you and Ashley okay? I know it's like that's up and down too.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was just on John's show with her, and she said that things were okay, and then he threw me off of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want some alone time with Ashley?
I don't know if it's because of that.
All right. I did feel that the other night. There was some tension with John and Ava.
We got past that. I like showed up on his show like 10 minutes ago, and like I have a health condition where you have to have blood removed every month, and so you're loopy sometimes. And I came home, and he was like, "Come on," and I was like, "Okay." I was still kind of dizzy. He's like, "Are you drunk?" And I was like, "No, I had a phlebotomy. It's what it's called if you have like hemochromatosis." And it like weirded him out, and he threw me out of the street.
Wow.
You want to hear about your yucky disease? You want to hear about your yucky desert disease? Get out of here.
In a way, that's worse than what I'm sorry.
That's actually really good, JMO, because like they don't understand why, and one of the only things you can chalk it up to is like maybe it's some from fucking Pakistan or some shit, and it's just some weird desert disease out there.
Well, what is it? People sell their plasma or whatever. It's the same process, really. It's just that, right?
Yes, but
right.
I hate.
Just say you're selling your plasma. I think it's easier.
Well, I never explained it until he put me on the spot just now, and I was like, maybe I should have found another way to say it.
He would have felt more comfortable if you were doing it for money. I think. Like if you were
I was like, no, I'm not drunk. I just got home.
It probably just doesn't want any competition for like who's the biggest like
Dick.
He's got OCD. No, he's got OCD. He doesn't want you like out crippling him. You know what I mean? He doesn't need any competition on that.
Whatever. He's never thrown me off before. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, are you here to discuss your banning? Are you your banning?
No, he
from
threw me
Buckman?
off. I had just gotten home, and then Quad sent me the link, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. There's plenty of questions to ask Ava. Congratulations, good job with the whole Adam Bush thing. Everybody's giving you props for getting him back on and having that back and forth. That was great. We appreciate 100%. It because without you, pretty much that whole thing would have been about 2 minutes long, and you made it happen. So good job on you.
Thank you. I watched your broadcast yesterday, and if you understand that, then I don't understand why you were accusing me of wanting to be on the screen. I don't have control over that, and if I would have left the room, that wouldn't have he would have thrown Adam off, and then it would have been over.
Well, thanks. I'm just saying. I think there is a part of you that just likes to be on screen when shit's going down.
No, that's why I'm bringing it up. Like, I cannot begin to stress how much I didn't want my like icon thing in the middle of that, and like I just didn't want to be in that back and forth. But you can believe me or you cannot.
No, whatever. I've noticed that over time that you seem to be around when shit's going down, and you chime in.
This is an all-star. What are you talking about?
You're a certified stinker, is what he's saying.
JMO, I think, has been in the middle of like more fights that are legendary than I have. Come on, man.
No, not even being part of the fight necessarily, just like being in the middle on the screen when some shit's going down. Like
he wasn't,
and whatever. I wasn't even calling you an attention whore by any means. I was just saying like you do like to be around when shit's going down.
He told me to stay, and I still was like, and quietly turned the camera off because I just did not want to be in the middle of that. But
if I chastised for it too, he was like, "I can't believe you got off there. You're supposed to mediate." And I was like,
"Yeah."
Oh,
and
God.
if in that moment, instead of just turning my camera off, if I'd have left the room, then he would have been really mad at me because I think he wanted to have Adam on with me there, and so. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, he definitely wanted backup. He wanted you. He wanted this. He would have had a whole team attacking, and he's done that in the past. Like the last time Nasty Neil was on, how many people were on screen attacking Neil? Like 5 people were there. John Absolutely. Was like the least attacking person on the screen when that happened. I do remember that.
Absolutely, but I just really did not want even my like icon thing to be in the middle of that. It embarrasses me when people play the clip and it's there. Just for future understanding about. Okay.
No, like I'm also I did give John a bad time too, because like all these guys that don't know how to run StreamYards, even to the point where you can't just, you know, like you could turn the audio avatar so when someone hits stop cam they disappear, but they could still talk, but they're not on screen visibly. Like that.
I love that about your show. It's like I love that about your show. If I turn the camera off, then I'm just gone.
But now what happened with you in the Buckman? What happened with you in the Buckman?
I don't know about this.
You. This guy gets it.
It was by the way, like anyone that wants to understand like how stupid Buckman is, like he's not a bright person. Like JMO, when you just watch those two interacting with each other, JMO is just very sober and articulate and just navigating Buckman, asking the most like infantile questions but just saying them articulately, and it's the juxtaposition is just so clear. And so I was commenting on that. The thing that made him throw me off, he keeps trying to, the reason that he's lashing out at me and threw me out is because I hurt his feelings and I've gotten into his head. And the reason he threw me out is because he was asking you these retarded questions. So then I would be like, that is such a stupid question. And then I would explain why. Because he was basically like, this is what he does. He'll ask you a question. He'll be like, hey, so like, what are some really interesting things that are going on in the Dabbleverse? And it's like, like he just throws the whole burden of responsibility of the show on every guest he interacts with. He's like, what's something that's interesting? It's like, why don't you ask an interesting question, you imbecile? And so I was just kind of chatting that. And then he started going back and forth with you about something stupid. And then people were making fun of that. And so he was like, well, if I ask questions, then everyone jumps on me about that. But if I just like talk about something stupid, then everyone jumps on me about that. And then so I chatted, why don't you ask good, interesting questions? And then he banned me from the show.
There you go.
It was very stale. It was very like 60 minutes. I even told him, I was like, it's like a 60-minute interview. Like what, you know what I mean? But thank God Panhandler came on there with half a face and he was like, yeah, we'll change. He's like, this is dumb. We're doing something else.
Should get like a Phantom of the Opera mask.
That would be well, he's got one. It's his face now.
I feel like you're giving him too much credit, JMO, because earlier in that chat, I'd said, like, you make Larry King look like Mike Wallace, which is a reference I knew he would get, because Larry King asked these stupid, like, questions. And then he later did a callback to it saying that he was like, I forgot, like somebody that's more reputable. So it was in his head. I was in his head, and he threw me out for that and blamed it on like that strike from a few months ago.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Because it's
bullshit.
It's bullshit. All going on. All this was going on while he's also asking me these Dateline questions. He was like,
they're not even Dateline.
Like, hold on a second. Let me address this free chat about AVA being banned.
Dude, I feel like you're even still giving him too much credit with like Dateline questions. His questions, if you really deconstruct them, are the most banal, stupid. Like if they're childish, he's a child.
Well, he asked me like who. He asked me like what. I think it was like the most exciting person that I've.
Yeah, he just keeps in different ways. That's what he does. He's like just a different way to keep asking the person he's interviewing, what's something interesting? Who's someone that's interesting?
I like
what is that thing? What is that thing that will entertain the audience?
Tell me what's happening. Yeah.
Well, the best.
My favorite part is he had all these documents. Sorry. He had all these documents. Like he prepared. And that's what the document said is these stupid questions.
Did it? Yeah, yeah. The fact that he wrote those down is wild.
Oh, it's so bad.
But my favorite part was when he asked me, like, again for like the 19th time, how I got into the Dabbleverse.
Dude.
And then I told him, and he was like, "No, I think you're wrong about that." And I was like, "Not." But I didn't want to have I'm like, well, I'm not going to argue about this. Well, actually, the dork from Pity and the Dork, he actually looked into it, and then he was like, "No, SCHMUEL, you're wrong." He actually was absolutely right about it. And you know, it's crazy because it's when I started, so you would think I'd remember. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I remember where it was.
One of the best ones with you. He's like, so have you ever considered doing your own live stream? I know that you've done some of your own live streams, and then left you to answer that question that he just negated. It's like, have you ever done your own live streams? I know that you've done your own live streams. Go. It's like, what the fuck is J-Mo supposed to say? And you were just like You're like an adult talking to a child. You're like, yes, I have done my own live streams, but I could do more, but I haven't done them.
I'm lazy.
I love
I
just
feel like it.
deconstructing Buckman. He is a fucking weirdo. And I have titties.
Hit the like button, you cowards. That's right. I love it. But yeah, I have noticed that. Like, okay, I was watching someone like Penny and the Dork today, and he was interviewing Mr. Panhandler, and it was a lot of that too. It was like, so what are your favorite shows? What do you think about this and that? And it was like, yeah, the same stuff. Like
these are people he's talking to about.
You and JMO seem like the same kind of guy. You both are co-hosts on shows. I think I think he does shows with BYB, and it was just like, huh? Like it's almost like when you interview a comedian and you're like, so where did you start in comedy?
No, it's that SNL Chris Farley interviewing Paul McCartney thing. It's like, so remember the time like you were in the Beatles? But like even that is better than what Buckman does, because Buckman doesn't even do the Beatles reference. It's just like say
Some
something.
people get nervous like to ask people things. Like I don't. Like I think our first interview with ABBA, I asked her if did it hurt when she got her tits. Like I was like, that hurt, right? And she was like, yes, nobody's asked. And I was like, yeah, that has to hurt, right? Like there's no way it doesn't. And she was like, yeah, no, it absolutely hurt. And I was like, I thought it did.
Yeah, like because you're naturally
Kind of hard hitting questions America wants.
Well, you're a curious person about the people around you. Buckman is a tyrant and does not care about anything but himself. And when people talk about him, it's fat.
That's right.
That's
why we need to fight the Buckman. Yeah, hate the Buckman. Everybody needs to start hating that guy more. Tukey should lead the charge. He kind of already has, actually.
Yeah, I think he does.
The SCHMUEL is he thinks he's big time, big shit too. Like that you're starting to drive me crazy with that ego there, SCHMUEL. But everybody keeps watching him and watching his show. Like every time he goes live with hundreds of viewers, it's like, what are you guys? This old guy with this old Bell palsy stroke victim next to him. You guys suck, dude. But we do want you to get better soon, Mr. Panhandler. Even though you're trash, you suck. You're the worst. And SCHMUEL is worser than you. So take that. I think the number one thing. So you said you got kicked off for whatever. I think he was saying that he's never going to have you on. Oh, Mr. Panhandler was saying that today on Penny and the Big Dork, that the reason SCHMUEL doesn't want anything to do with you is because you struck SHULI.
But when you deconstruct that with him, and he won't have me on, so I can't walk him through this. I've done it. I've spent a lot of super chat money, like putting him on the spot. No, it's because I know how to like fuck with his head, and he started responding, and he started protecting himself from it. And no, like he loves SHULI. He'll defend SHULI. I know I don't want to keep rehashing the strike thing. SHULI did the same strike for the same reason. SCHMUEL just decided that it's because I got my feelings hurt. But if you look at the DMCA strike, it doesn't have anything to do with anything other than copyright. And so, but for some reason, he doesn't care that or he just doesn't have enough information about the Menser Math thing, where SHULI got Menser Math. Menser Math was I learned this yesterday. Menser Math was
channel.
His channel.
I honestly didn't know.
They
about
struck
the
him
Menser Math
all
thing
over the
either
place.
recently.
Yeah, like they took him, like they struck him everywhere. It wasn't just that one strike. And Menser Math left YouTube because of them. I did one.
Yeah,
I stood by it, but I also said I'm not a pro strike person outside of that. We can agree to disagree about that one strike.
Though. They did right after you got booted. Like somebody brought up the fact that that SHULI did a strike as well, and he's like, "Well, he's never in the chat, but I'll ban him as well." And I'm like, I don't.
Well, that's where that's where Vince the lawyer went on with SHULI and fucking crushed him with that question, the line of questioning where he got him to admit, yeah, striking shit behind a paywall is bad. Like,
no,
that was brilliant on Vince the lawyer's part.
It was, and that's such an important clip because he walked SHULI through every angle outside of the fair use component of it. And so if somebody wants to attack me, like SCHMUEL, like, and you watch that VTL thing, like SHULI is worse than anything that SCHMUEL could accuse me of. And that was presented to him by me in super chats. SCHMUEL just keeps doing this thing where he just pretends like he forgot, and just like the next day he's like, oh, Avas is striking everyone. And it's just like, no, I was just critiquing you and it's hurting your feelings and you're getting tyrannical about it. He has no principles about any of that shit.
Right.
Like,
and
you know
you
what I
are right about him being like a gigantic SHULI, whatever, defender, I guess is a good way to put it.
Ball washer.
Before Adam Bush ever came on the show and had that conversation with me about SHULI and the SHULI new thing and had me explain exactly what that meant to me, not what it means to you, it's what it means to me. SHULI was, or SCHMUEL was all over that shit. Yeah. He was like, I want to come on your show and talk to you about that. And then he kind of ambushed me, not Adam Bushed me. He ambushed me.
Yeah.
Different thing completely. But yeah.
SCHMUEL did?
Yeah, SCHMUEL. Oh, yeah. Whatever. With some like old news shit, but he didn't know about it.
Quad-fathered you. He
In fairness.
quad-fathered the quad-father. You hate it.
I know, no. We're calling it Adam Bushing people now. That's the vernacular has changed in the Dabbleverse. Thank you very much. Keep up, JMO.
But with Buckman, it's like the most fun part about it is like if you just put a little work into it, you can see that all of his opinions are just based on whether someone would let him on his show or whether they would go on his show. Like I remember confronting him about that about comics. It's like if comics would have had you on the show, would you be saying these things about him? And he was like, I can't answer that. And then the same thing, he was like, because it used to be not the strike. It was like, I just, fuck Ava because Ava goes on John's show. But it was like he was in an automobile, like fucking raging out, like because he couldn't wait to get home because he wanted the link sent to John's show. And so John won't have Buckman on, so Buckman hates John. It's so transparent.
You think it might be a Tukey thing too? Because SCHMUEL, I mean, everybody, we all love Tukey. Come on, he can do no wrong, as we all know. But SCHMUEL has been like rubbing elbows with those guys, and now you're out of favor with the Tukey. Is that still a thing? Is he still calling you the ghoul?
I don't know. He gave me credit for the Adam Bush thing.
He did.
I mean, Tukey can move forward. I mean, the whole thing is always going to be that we both are capable of trashing each other, and we should never be hurt if any of us do it. So, yeah, it never hurt my feelings that he was talking shit about me either. But yeah, I mean, we're better than whatever happened before. He was having a moment, and I was pouncing on him.
I mean, I pounced on him a little myself because I seen the hypocrisy that one week he said, yeah, everybody's welcome in the Dabbleverse. And a week later, he's like, we need to get rid of all these losers. Like, I mean, I can agree with him on the SCHMUEL Buckman thing, but Tommy Jordan, really? Come on. We can't get rid of Tommy or fucking.
Well, the thing is, like, I think anybody, like, if someone enjoys them, then they're going to enjoy and watch them. And if not, then they might still be around, but people aren't going to care about them.
Answer it.
Yeah, answer it live. See you live on BYB.
Put him on speaker.
No, I'm not going to do it. All right. Turn up.
Hello, avocado.
Stop.
Bear.
Yeah,
It's like
imagine that. John calling you on the phone, trying to get your attention. He's probably stream sniping us. I could check real quick. Go ahead and read this.
Nugas, sorry to hear about Ava's lobotomy. Not really. No, that's what Ashley Cummings thought. I was saying lobotomy. I said phlebotomy.
You had a front.
So Ashley was like, Ava's having blood drained from her brain.
Close.
But I don't know. I wouldn't have explained it if I wasn't that dizzy in that moment. I know better normally to even bring that up here, but I blew it there. Have y'all riffed about the MERSH, like lying about the Hackamania and everything?
Oh yes, a little bit, yeah. Just because it's such an obvious fucking lie. Like the truth is MERSH, and I said it on Buckman's thing. Is MERSH was never going. MERSH was never really invited to begin with. If you go back and listen,
no, don't get it twisted, my friend. He was invited as long as he brought Chad Zumach with him and had a comedy battle when they were there. But yeah, he was.
I remember that being the original deal. Yeah, they were going to.
And then they still weren't going to get paid. He still wasn't, like, MERSH was already on the, I need to have my stuff paid up front. I don't have that kind of cash to just get up there, right? And then right after that, Patrick Melton went and had this big thing where I don't pay anybody up front. This is a business, and when the event is over, you will get paid, a reasonable amount of time afterwards, or whatever the case was.
JMO, how am I supposed to pay for a plane ticket then? I don't understand how this works there, JMO. Whoa.
Where does his
That's
money
harsh.
go? That's what I
I'm
want to know. You know,
See, I've one like slight disagreement with you on that. I think that he planned on going, but I think he didn't realize that he would sell zero tickets, and I think he sold 0 tickets. And
yeah,
then,
he's embarrassed.
and then threw Kumi under the bus. Yeah,
Yeah, it was an easy out for him. As soon as he heard Kumia was on, he was like, "Oh, yeah, this is," because he knew he wasn't going. Like, I guarantee you, he'd sent some emails, not gotten a response, shit like that. Because I guarantee
0.0.
I mean, that's a rough.
That's embarrassing.
It's a rough number when
Has Melton
you're
talked about
parading
this at
around
all?
as if you're better than everyone. You know what I mean?
No,
like, you
no.
got this big audience.
Neil, no, but Carl talked about it like either yesterday or the day before, and he was like, "MERSH sold 0 tickets," and Carl said he implied he talked to Melton, so that's kind of.
Yeah, I guess it would be in bad form for Melton to really talk about it. You know,
well, put it this way. I think what Melton did say was that the second that Pat Nixon had 1 day in and had a promo code, that he outsold MERSH. So I'm guessing that's like 1, 2, 3 tickets. Not very many. Let's just say that it was a very low bar to set for MERSH. I'm guessing, which is kind of weird because when he was talking about it, he was bragging like, "Oh, you know, when I come out to an event, I make a real special thing about it, and then I bring people with me."
Well,
and
it is a little weird because when he's like entered the Dabbleverse, he kept saying how much he hated the Dabbleverse, wanted to kill it, and then to like be part of a show that kind of celebrates the Dabbleverse is kind of odd. I think
He is.
Yeah.
He can't. He keeps saying like he's the reason why it's implode. Like, you're not. It's, first of all, it's not imploding, and then secondly, you wouldn't even begin to be the reason.
JMO, exactly. I noticed when he was saying that, and maybe that was him working his way into this, but it was just like he was taking credit for like something that you could argue that me and John did, like but it didn't even happen. But he, for some reason, feels like he had this impact that was making Tukey upset. And it's like Tukey, no one, like MERSH has no impact on the Dabbleverse, whether he wants to or not. Like, that's it.
No, he literally has not. And then, by the way, like, he's just, in his mind, like, he's a celeb. Like, you can't tell him otherwise. He's a celebrity around here, and it's like, buddy, I mean, he literally told his people to unfollow me. I think I lost like 3 subscribers. I mean, it's you know, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it's like he's got the same ego as like Karmix, and Karmix has more viewers than MERSH. MERSH has like 150 live viewers. I don't care about that stuff normally, but if you're just gonna be just an egotistical asshole like MERSH, it's like you can't only have 150 people watching and sell 0 tickets to Hackamania. People
well, okay, yeah. I mean, there was like a point in time when he first came in, and people there was a buzz. Doom really pushed MERSH there for a while. If you guys remember, we could let's all blame Doom for anything MERSH ever fucking did in the first place.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, he dove headfirst into the Dabbleverse, and at the time,
nice framing there, dickhead.
You're welcome. He dove headfirst from a tree into a pool of the Dabbleverse, and he was just nonstop discussing it. And so Doom just happened to be watching and clipping it. At the time, Doom was being accused of being paid by MERSH, if you remember, which definitely wasn't the case.
Pat Nixon, MERSH, and Melton. Those are the three big ones.
But it just so happened he was discussing so much of it at the time that it was all the Aaron stuff, really.
But yeah, every town has had a MERSH in the suburbs of the United States of America. It's the guy that like graduates high school but doesn't go to college, and then like gets an apartment near the high school and sells people weed and makes them sit there and listen to his stupid fucking mixtapes and dumb shit so they can get their weed that are still in high school, and they think they know it all, and then they just find themselves building this universe in their little basement.
The modern day Bond.
I've said it before. He got beat up, bullied, and fucked all the way through his.
Hey, did you guys hear? I got a girlfriend, and I used to work at a strip club. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm kind of a big deal. No, the other thing was he kept coming in and taking credit for like people crashing out and falling apart. He was taking credit for like Karmic X, Matt Mead. Whatever. There was a long list of people that crashed out, and he was always
Mead was him.
Yeah.
You got to give him credit for that.
Which one? Matt
Yeah,
Mead
one.
you got to give him credit for Matt Mead.
The Matt Mead
And
one was him.
we can also give him credit for the physical abuse too. Then, right? That happened because of that.
I mean, if you remember, I asked her directly and she said yes. So, I mean, I don't know how else we could frame that.
He
but yeah.
never hit
That
me
did happen. Yeah.
that night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, some people
That's
got a little
fact.
upset that I asked such a direct question, but I mean, I was
great
just wanting to
question.
get to the
No,
I just wanted to
yeah.
get to the bottom of it.
By the time
First
you
of all-
asked it, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, anytime somebody makes an accusation like that, I'm gonna say, like, okay, but did this actually happen? And can you tell me when? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I didn't see no black eye on her.
Mike Donahue, $2. After all,
That's what I thought you actually said.
Ava, hashtag no loyalty.
What's
no,
that
mean-
reference?
mean-
You just
mean-
being on here? Or?
I don't know. What did you do? What'd you do? He had to boot you. After
Wow.
all he did for you, and then you had to bring up the phlebotomies, didn't you?
Maybe that's my fault. I don't know.
It's your
I'm telling you, didn't want to hear about these. He's
He's
like,
accusing me of being
camel
drunk,
thing.
and I was like,
it.
I like literally just walked. He was like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "Huh?" And then I was like, "Maybe I'm like," because I was.
You
dizzy,
probably
like,
would have
maybe
been
I'm-
all about that. He would have been like high five. Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
gets drunker than me on my own podcast. How dare you?
Well, he said something. They're talking about his comment when he asked Ashley if she took it up the ass. And then,
Yeah, he
Ashley,
did.
do you
He
do
did.
third input? That means up the ass.
Which again, I did while Ashley was here. I told her, I said, she doesn't really seem like an up the ass kind of girl. I mean, she just doesn't. And
She doesn't.
She agreed.
Come on.
Yeah, she agreed.
Yeah.
She
But
doesn't
she's
really
fine with them, so
scream
they're
out,
fine.
yeah.
They're fine. Yeah.
She's an anal cavity up the anal cavity type of gal.
Now, Scarlett, on the other hand,
Right.
almost exclusively come to find out. But yeah, Ashley does not strike me as that.